Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. Hi, Crystal Pearl. I hope everybody's doing well today. And thanks for coming on today. And hi, Margaret. Hi, Cookie Monster. How are you? And Jess is here. Hi, Jess. And I'm going to take a second while I'm talking to you for a couple minutes here just to kind of push it around, make sure people know I'm here, because actually I didn't post it around this morning to remind people, and that was totally my fault. Just kind of, yeah, it's been one of those days, I guess, is what I want to say today. It's been just kind of an odd off day, and I can't really put my finger on it, so to speak. But yeah, it's a lot today, and I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same way. I don't know if it is the atmosphere of the way the world is right now, or it's the atmosphere of just kind of the middle of winter and it's kind of gloomy out here. I don't know how it is with everybody else, but it really is kind of ooky. So I'm not really sure. I don't know if y'all are feeling it. Let me know here in the chat if you are. And yeah, it's a little off-putting, I guess would be a good way to do it. It's not really cold, but it's not really warm. And it's like, hi, we're here, but no energy to do anything. So I'm not really sure what's going on with everybody else, but that's what's going on here anyway. Yeah, that, and I'm still chasing flies in the house. I don't know if any of you have this situation going on, but hi, Dixie, how are you? But it's just insane. We've gone through my house. My kids have been here. We've all looked, and I have no idea. I kill them all, and by the end of the day, and then they're gone. And the next morning, I wake up, and they're all here again, and we can't find out why or even where they're coming in. So I hope y'all are having to get out and just do some things for yourself and getting ready for the holiday, because there's a lot of holidays. There's Hanukkah, and happy Hanukkah to all those that have celebrated it. We have Kwanzaa's here, Christmas is here. There's all kinds of stuff, and I'm actually in the process of putting together something special for Christmas Eve that I'll be putting up, and yeah, we'll do that and see what's going on. All right, gonna go down. Hi, David, how are you? Let me see. Hi, Tony, how are you? Whew, I don't know. It's been a lot. Hi, Natalie, how are you? Let's see what you have to say. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I'm sorry for that. There's a lot of people going through a lot of difficult emotional times because we've lost people. I was talking with my daughter the other day, and out of the blue, she brought up my mom, and we were just talking about it and kind of getting a little emotional because it's the holidays. And then I looked at her, and it was like, she had showed up in my dreams and my daughter's dreams, within span of a couple days, and I was like, really? I go, what day is today? Because I don't really keep track of dates. And she said, well, it's the 8th. And I said, well, it's 18 years to the day and time that my mom had passed. So, they stop in and they tell us, they check in with us because they know. I mean, holidays are important, and holidays are very difficult to get through sometimes. And especially when we've lost a loved one and we kind of haven't gone through the entire grief process, right? And grief is one of those things that there's no right way to do it and there's no wrong way to do it. You just kind of have to let it process through, and you will eventually get through it. And for being there to that, hi Chloe, I see you're here too. To let yourself get through that process and heal, and we have to allow it and know that they are around us in spirit always. They love us. They loved us here. They love us from wherever we go after we pass. And it's just not the same way because we're not in human form. It's been my life processing that, and I know it to be true. We all just have to kind of allow it to happen. Oh, Cindy Pinkham is in the house. Hi, Cindy. I'm going down, and I think I missed something. Here, hold on one second. Let me go back up. Tony. Oh, that might work. Yeah, Tony, I'll have to try that. That might work. The thing is, though, we can't figure out how they're getting in. There's no opening. There's nothing dead in the crawl space or the attic. I mean, it's just insane. I don't know, but it truly gets aggravating after a bit. It really does. All right, so let me see here. Gonna go down a little bit more, and I'll give you one, Margaret, no problem. Hi Neil, how are you? Yeah, I can give you a card as well. All right, so let me start out with Margaret. I was gonna call you Martha. Woo, don't want to do that. I know who you are. Woo. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Well, healing is really about what I think some of today is going to be about. This is the crocodile, and one of the things that they're focusing on right now with me to tell you is you have to allow yourself that time to heal. And crocodiles and alligators all have the ability, they have it's almost like an antibiotic. We would get antibiotics when we're sick or we have an infection. Crocodiles and gators all have that built into their system. So while they can get cut, or like sometimes you'll see them with missing parts of tail, or you'll see them with scars and bite marks on their head from fighting, they heal. And it comes from inside. And this is what I'm being shown for you right now. Like these kind of are fleeting moments that are coming in and out for you. Like you're good 1 second, and then you think of something a little bit for people maybe have passed or aren't in your life anymore, but you still haven't kind of completed that healing phase of it. And they just want you to be gentle with yourself and just be kinder to yourself and allow that healing to happen. And another thing that it's bringing up, not only for you, but for other people, is it's good to talk about our friends, our family members that have passed. That allows healing to happen as well. And like I said with my daughter the other day, talking about my mom, yeah, we shed tears, but we also laughed a little bit and just kind of came to the point where, that we appreciated her and we kind of celebrated her in that moment. So this is what I'm being told for you, Margaret, that you need to do, and just continue that healing process. But talking about them is not a bad thing. You know, yeah, it's filled with sadness sometimes, but it also brings joy because you're blessed. We are all blessed to have them in our lives. And that is your card today. It is the crocodile. Thanks, Margaret. I hope you're keeping your art going. I will. Oh yeah, actually I do, Chloe. Let me do Neil's reading here real quick, and then I'll talk about that. And I think I think he's on. Is he on the floor again? Nope, he's behaving. All right. All right. So let's see what we got for you today, Neil. All righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And okay, Neil, you have the raccoon today. Okay, so the raccoon, we learn about raccoons. They're kind of mischievous. They kind of like to get into everything, and I do mean everything. They're little troublemakers. They're instigators, but they're also they stand back and look from kind of what I would say like the shadows or whatever to see when that opportune time to go do whatever it is that they're trying to do or get away with, right? And this is what I'm being shown to tell you is you need to take time for some of the things that are happening in your life right now, just to kind of set back and kind of watch it unfold a little bit. And if you watch it and you kind of keep your eye on it, and they're like, eye on the prize, eye on the prize, eye on the prize, you'll know when to move forward without whatever decision you have. But they don't want you to rush it. And it is like jumping in. They're literally like jumping into the situation. It's okay to do that, but just know what you're jumping into or moving into before you do it. Because sometimes we act too quickly, and this is what I'm seeing. And like you can see with the raccoon, one of the reasons I did this picture was because they do like to hide and not let everybody know what's going on with them. And I feel that's been also going on with you. Some people around you that are close really don't have the whole picture either. So just open yourself to the possibilities, but make sure they're right for you, that timing is right for you to move forward with whatever this is. Yeah, okay. And then, like I said, just take a step back and look at the bigger picture, because sometimes we get so focused on like the little tiny nuances of everything, and we really don't have to do that. You just have to look at the picture as a whole. And by doing that, it's going to be, what's the word they're telling me? It's going to be, I can't, yep. It's optimal. So it'll give you a better idea of what you're going into. Okay, Neil? So that is your card. And thanks for coming on today and sharing your energy. All right. I hope that resonates for you. Okay. Hi, Diane. How are you? Okay. So, yes, I play all year round. I have music wherever the birds are. If I'm in the other room, I'm in the front room, and Phoenix is with me, I have music on there. I have music on for them here. I also, Chloe, actually play lovebird noises and parrot noises. I go to YouTube and I'll pick like a 3-hour video for them, and it's all lovebirds singing and parrots talking and singing. So yeah, I do that. And Christmas music too. And Mango's got his favorites. And it was funny because the last time my daughter was up, I had Phoenix in the front room with us. He was on his perch in there. And I had walked into the kitchen and she was in the front room, and he started dancing to the Christmas music when it came on. So yeah, they do. Yeah, it's all about interactive with animals. You know, you want to give them things to enjoy and make their environment a fun one, because they're all like toddlers, literally like toddlers. Hi, Diane. How are you? I hope you're well. Hi, Presh. How are you? Okay, I'm going to go here. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's interesting. We've got, you know, Cindy, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, Prush, I'll pull you a card. There's a lot of stuff going around politically, and it's actually going around kind of globally, and it's really not pretty, most of it. And sometimes I think the politics of things actually wind up getting in the way of like calming or oh well, okay, somebody just walked in. Press, thanks. Your family just walked in. See how blurry that is? Gotta love that. Holy crow. Okay, I get it. But yeah, Cindy, it's a lot politically everywhere. I mean, it's all politics, all of it. It's who's scratching who's back for who, and it's just not it's not pretty when we look at governments. Okay, Presh, I'm going to try to do this. And they don't want, there we go. Okay, so whatever that was, Presh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so what's going on that would cause a father figure to walk forward with you? Your card today, which is really an awesome card, is a sacred sweetgrass. Okay, and this is used in my culture for blessings. It's like they use it in ceremony. They use it in blessings. They use it like if a new baby's born, you know, it's given, and it's a beautiful odor to it. That's why they call it sweetgrass, and it's actually protected here in the United States, and I do believe in Canada as well. And you have to have a card-carrying member of the Native American tribes to be able to collect it. But this for you that's being brought, it's almost like being handed to you as you need to kind of settle and just sit in the moment. It's a blessing to do that. It's also in this, okay, hang on, this gentleman's like really rattling my brain right now. Okay. He keeps telling me to tell you, you need to just kind of take that moment for yourself and stop worrying about stuff down the road, stuff that's in the future, right? Because the future will be okay. We just have to kind of process a moment at a time. And the sweetgrass that's being handed to you is in honor of all the blessings that you have received to this point, and all the opportunities and all the people and things and events that help create you as the person you are today. You're a blessing on the world, and this is what he keeps telling me. But you have to take that time for yourself, and stop feeding fears of the future, okay? And yep, okay. Okay, yep. Okay, so what happens is, and I used to do this, and it really took me a very long time to get used to doing it, but we have to allow ourselves to look in the mirror and say, hey, I like this person, and yeah, you know, I'm not perfect. Maybe I did some things that I shouldn't have, or you know, I've been here, it'll be 63 years in January, you know, and in 63 years, I'm sure I pissed some people off, or I did things that weren't really good and, you know, might have hurt people emotionally or whatever. We're not perfect, okay? To this day, I look back on my life and it gave me all the experiences and made me the person that I am sitting today. And this is what he's trying to get across, is everything's going to be okay. The problem with us as humans, and Presh, I'm being told you do this a lot. He's a lot, so I'm just going to tell you that, is when things come up and we're not sure how we're going to handle it, okay? It could be financially, could be a relationship issue, could be, you know, and by relationship, it could be a sibling, it could be a parent, it could be a cousin, it could be a friend, it doesn't matter, but those are all relationships, right? And we're so concerned about it that we keep adding negatives and fear to it. And this is kind of what he's saying. He just stood up and he is in this. He wants me to describe it. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, so he stands up and he's showing me. So sorry, I kind of lost track there. But he's in this bone colored or almost a cream, but it's like between a cream and a white. And it's a long shirt, but it's got beautiful embroidery up it. But the embroidery on the front of it all the way down is also in that same color, but it's real shiny. And he's standing there, and it's almost like he's presenting himself as, hey, look, I'm good. We're good on the other side. And you just need to have the belief in yourself. And if we wind up as human, and we do this often, we worry so much about things that are out there. If we ask our family and friends that are in the spirit lands, we ask for divine assistance or the universe to help us. And if we look at it as positive and we think of it as it's going to be taken care of, and don't add that fear to it, 9 times out of 10, I'd say almost 99% with me, once I accepted that thought, it does work out, and it's okay. And you don't get that sick pit in your stomach where you're worried about stuff. And this is what I'm being told for you. You need to just live in the moment. Don't worry about it. Things will resolve as they need to. And you can see I'm getting blurry again. So he's like really pushing this brush. And it's like everything will be okay. But it's like he wants to be able to hug you. He would love to be able to just stand there. And he's saying, like, hold your hand, like in front of you, sitting in front of you and just holding your hand. They're watching you and taking care of you and making sure that things are okay for you. Just don't add the fear to any situation. Just let it go and live just in that moment. And everything will be fine because you're very blessed. Okay. And so that's your card today, Presh, and Sacred Sweetgrass. And as always, thanks for having your family come into the show today. Woo, that's always fun when Precious family shows up. Yeah. You'll get there. You know, I haven't felt well every day either, and it is what it is. But if we don't add that fear to it, Margaret, we're better. Just live in that moment of just trying to breathe sometimes. Hi, Deja. How are you today? Let's see what I've got for you today. Okay. Oh, did you send me another painting? You know, everybody that comes to my house, because I have many things that people have sent me over the years, and I have some paintings from some people, and Miss Stacy, she's from across the pond as well. I've gotten some of her stuff, and just people over the years, and Margaret, they all love your paintings. Everybody does, and they're making my plants happy because that's where I've got all the paintings that people have sent me are up and around where my plants are. So it's very positive. Okay, Deja, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, here we go. Your card today is the snake. Okay, I love snakes. People are really kind of freaked. Now, put a spider there, like one of those big tarantulas. No, thank you. Not interested. I respect them. You know, they're cool, but yeah, no. But snakes, I like snakes. They're not slimy. They're cold. Like they're cool to the touch. But it's interesting to watch how they interact with the world that's around them. And what I'm being shown for you is the growth period. Okay, so as snakes grow and mature, they shed their skin, right? And it takes a while. It doesn't just fall off. It takes a while, and it takes work to get there. And this was what I'm seeing for you today. It's like you've had this personal growth period that you've been going through emotionally, spiritually, and you've been putting yourself into they're saying like a world of knowledge. Okay, so things are starting to resonate with you better. You're kind of getting a little more balanced, but just know that with that growth comes a bit of shedding, like that you have to let go of some of the things that are in your past. Okay, and you know, we all like to do it. Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it because we're dragging stuff forward, right? And, you know, these big, bulky things that we haven't dealt with, we kind of put them in our proverbial closet and don't want to deal with them. This is being shown to me as you need to release all that, okay? By releasing it, it doesn't mean that you're letting go of memories. It doesn't mean you're letting go of emotions that are tied to it, and nor is it like letting people go. They'll always be here and they'll always be here, and good, bad, or indifferent, they all play a part in creating the person that you are or we are today. Okay, so what I'm being shown is you need to release all that stuff, because we can't walk backwards to change an outcome or to change a response to something that happened, or to cut trauma or grief away. Okay, we just have to process it, and this is what I feel you're in the middle of doing right now. It's like you're kind of emotionally ready to let some of this go. Just know it's going to take a little bit of work to get rid of that, like the snake would be getting rid of that skin, right? And what it does is it brings you into a better place of personal power, like you're standing and you're owning it, right? And you're powerful and you can do everything you need to do. You just have to give yourself a little bit more faith. And just remember, don't hold guilt with stuff that you've let go. You know, it's not that we ever forget stuff from our past. It's just that we have to look at it differently, again, because we can't go back and change it. So that's your card today. It's the snake, and I hope that makes sense for you, Deja, and thanks for popping on today. As always, I enjoy your energy, and I hope it resonates for you. All right. Hi, Natalie. How are you? Debbie Reed. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time either, you know? It's interesting. I'm seeing lots of people, and I'm happy about it because I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and it's nice to know that people are doing well. So yeah, I'll get you a card too. Okay, Deb, hang on. Ooh, you're welcome, Neil. Hi, Steven. Why are you sorry, Presh? You don't need to be sorry. It's just the way they are. They come in and they decide to have a family party. I have another person that I know, and her whole family always shows up too, and they actually bring food and everything. They're having a blast on the other side. It's interesting when they pop in. I just love it because they always come in. All right, Natalie, let's see what I can get for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hi, Miss Pip. She's being annoying right now. Oh, she wants me to give her more food. You'll hear doors slamming. Okay, Natalie, you've got the gull today. And actually, you know, I was in town over the weekend, and I didn't see many gulls this year. So they probably migrated out, which means for us it's going to be super cold. Okay, so gulls, believe it or not, are actually pretty cool birds. They've learned to survive by adaptation. So if they're in an area that, say, they're always there, like if you go to the beach or you go to a certain spot, you know, out east for us in the U.S. would be the oceans, right? They're all out there. But what happens and why they're still prevalent is because they learn to adapt. Now, there's also many other reasons the gull comes up, but right now for you, they're focusing on the ability to adapt, to change, okay? Some of the things that pop up in our lives, you know, what's the biggest phrase you always hear with people is, I hate change, right? Everybody says, I hate change. I don't like change. Change is that, you know, I don't want to deal with it. I'm comfortable where I'm at, doing what I'm doing with the people around me that I am. However, for growth and experiences, we need to adapt to changes, okay? And if you think of it this way, and this is what I always find is interesting, as much as humans buck change, we're changing from the moment we're conceived, okay? From the moment we're conceived, we change. We go through all these physical changes. As we go through life, we have emotional changes. We have knowledge changes. We have experience changes. We have different reactions to things that maybe we wouldn't have reacted that way a long time ago. Or vice versa, right? And all these changes come about, and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to change. But we have to be more conscious and open to the possibility of changes that will affect us, right? And the way they affect us is how we respond to them. So you need to look at whatever's going on around you right now. And I feel like it's pushing. It's like a change that's being pushed on you right now. And what do you think, Mango? Can you yell any louder? Yeah, I know you can. It's not necessarily something you didn't expect, but I feel like pushback, like you're trying to push back whatever this change is. And all they're saying is take time to understand it on a different level and don't add fear to it, because it's going to be a good experience. Whatever this is, it's going to be a learning experience. It's going to be growth for here and for here. So just allow yourself the opportunity to take it and enjoy the process without adding fear to it. Because typically when we add fear to stuff, that's when it goes awry. So you need to just be focused on the fact you've got this. You've got everything that's, you need to have to be able to move through these experiences. Sometimes we don't like going through them, I'll admit that, but usually even with stuff that isn't great, we have good things that come out of it. Okay, so that's your card today, and it is the Gull, Miss Natalie, and I hope that resonated for you. And thanks for being here today. All right. Okay, Miss Gabby. Let me see what I can get for you today. All righty. One more, they said. One more. All right, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, you got the cow today. All right. The cow. Cows, I tell you guys every time this card comes up, I'll tell you the same thing. I love cows. They're so loving, and they're so people don't think of them as an animal that you can connect with emotion-wise, but they are. And they like certain people and they don't like other people. The same as humans, right? Sometimes we don't get along with certain people and we don't want them in our orbit. And this is what the cow brings through for you. That's interesting. Because usually they talk about the fact that cows ruminate. The word ruminating over something, like thinking over something, is brought by cows because they have 3 stomachs, and everything has to go through a process through these 3 stomachs, and it's called ruminating. But that's not what it's about today for you. This is about the connections. Okay, this is about the connections with those around you. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so what they're saying is often cows are misunderstood, okay? And this is what I was talking about. Cows have a lot of emotions. You can connect with them on a different level if you allow it to happen. And what I'm going to tell you, okay, Deb, what I'm going to tell you is when my mom was still alive, and I live up in a rural area, and we had a farm, and we had horses on the farm. We had 10 acres, and we went to the state fair that was up around us. It's one of the big state fairs. And we went there, and I took my mom with me, and we were walking through where they have set up like 4-H the kids bring in their animals to get them judged and show them and all that kind of stuff. Well, we got to this one spot, and I know it's a story, but you'll get it. We got to this one spot, and I turned around because I could feel something, this energy, right? So I turned around and I walked and I leaned on, and they were in pens, right? Large square area pens. This beautiful, beautiful young cow. And it looked like a Dalmatian dog. I had never actually seen one spotted this way, right? And my mom and I, my mom, she was in her 80s. She walked up and she leaned on the fence, and this cow was laying down. And the young man that owned the cow, was standing there and said, we can't get her up. She just doesn't want to engage. She's kind of like depressed or what. We're not sure what's going on. She's not sick. All of a sudden, she got up and she walked right over to me and my mother, right? All she wanted to do was to be loved, okay? And I put my head on her head and we scratched her ears and we stayed there talking to the young man. He was like very surprised that the cow had actually gotten up and walked over to us. And so we said, okay, well, have a great day. We turned around to leave and she mooed to get us to turn around and come back. And my mother said to me, because as we were standing there, I said, maybe I should buy a cow. And my mom goes, what are you going to do with a cow? I go, I don't know. I think she wants to go home with us. And every time we actually walked by that area, this cow would come up and want to interact. Okay. No, I didn't get to take it home, much to my disappointment. But my mom, 80 that she was, and I was in my 40s, she's like, you're not bringing a cow home. You've already got horses. But the thing the story is bringing through for you is you have to connect more. You need to open up and allow people to see that you need to connect more on a different level. And I feel that there's almost been a boundary or a fence put up around you so that people can't get close. And I feel that that's probably because of past experiences. And I get it. I really do get it. And we do need to set our boundaries. But I feel that because you have set them, you've actually forgotten to go back and reset them, because there's spots like and people and events and things that are happening that are coming up, but they're literally just kind of bouncing back because you've got these boundaries up. So you need to open up to make those connections with the right people, with the right events, with the right things that are showing up on your path. Otherwise, if you don't adjust it, you'll miss out. Just like if I hadn't walked over there to that cow and she hadn't gotten up, we would have missed that connection. But there was a really strong connection there. So this is what they're telling me to let you know. You have to open up and create and allow those connections to come in. And again, it's like I feel like the boundaries have been up and you've set them up. You just haven't gone back and readjusted them to current time, I guess would be a way to put it. So that's your card, Miss Deb. And thanks so much. It's the cow. I hope that resonates for you. And I appreciate you being here. Okay, hang on. You're so funny, Crash. Hi, Cook. Yeah, I'll get you up. On the holiday, okay. So you guys are all going to say, oh, yeah, what a Grinch. My daughter lives downstate, and I cannot at this time go downstate. Physically, I can't handle the ride. It's 3.5 hours, but it's not great. The other thing is I can set the birds up and they can be fine for about 4 or 5 days, but the toddler would have to go with me because he has to have interaction. He's fed twice a day. His water's changed every day. He gets out of his cage every day. And if I were to just leave him here, it wouldn't work. And I don't really have anybody coming in to be able to watch him. I can't take him, Cindy, because my daughter has 2 beautiful, very large cats that have never been around birds. So I'm not going down. My kids come up. My mother-in-law is up here and she's 87. And they all come up to see Grandma because she isn't 100%. And we never know when it's not going to be the opportunity to see her. But I have not put up Christmas stuff because my kids are only here for a day, maybe a day and a half. So yeah, no Christmas stuff for me. Doesn't mean I don't have Christmas music on. Doesn't mean I don't have all that. I baked some stuff this weekend and then my oven died, so that's not going to be taken care of till after the first of the year. My stove still works, but my baked goods, I made a pumpkin cheesecake for everybody, right? And yum, was that great. Yes, it was great. Hi Monica, how are you? Good, Crush. Well, I'm glad we at least got it. But yeah, so it's not on by a humbug. I got Christmas music going all the time. I watch Christmas movies and all that good stuff, and I walk around singing. And again, I was starting to do baked goods, but that didn't work too well because the oven. I was like, what the heck? The timer went off. What the heck? What's wrong with the oven? Yeah, it's at the dust. So, but we'll get through it. No problem. All right, Monica, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is actually something that's needed for around the world. Today, you've got the medicine wheel. I think actually you've gotten this before. This is a very powerful card. The medicine wheel is sort of Indians' culture way of doing kind of like astrology, and it talks to where we are, that we need to be balanced, and that we're all related. And it depends on the tribe what color the hands wind up showing up as, because some of them will have green in there instead of black, or some of them will have, just different colors. But then they keep dividing that to an inner circle, and everything on the medicine wheel is all in a circle, but it breaks down to the plants, to the energies that you connect to the clans you break down to the month of the year, right? So it actually goes around 12 different spots. Okay, so the medicine wheel comes through because we all need to balance and maintain that balance. But what it's coming through for you right now is the fact that you have people that are kind of on your path or in your circle or around you. Maybe not quite the inner circle of people and things that are, that we hold in our sacred circles. But they're close enough that what you're going to be doing with them, if you so choose to, is kind of help them balance, okay? Because there's things, okay, well, they're really talkative today. Okay, so there's things going on in the world, and a lot of younger people are having difficulties like pushing through it. A lot of people in general are, and it's very overwhelming at times. But it's almost like with you, I feel this real good balance, but it's a calming energy, right? It's a calming energy. What the heck? Dumb flies. Anyway, it's a calming, like calm, C-A-L-M, energy that you're like sending out to those around you. And they're saying to me that you kind of need to ask. So like pay attention to, and I feel these are younger people, not little people, like baby, like, I'm talking about mid-teens up into their 20s, maybe even their 30s. But pay attention to the ones that are around you, because a lot of them are holding in anxiety and tensions and these overwhelming feelings. They don't know how to process them, or they're angry because of situations that are going on in the world, or they think that people older than them that are running things aren't doing what is needed to assist them. And what I'm being shown with the medicine wheel, is that you're going to be a conduit to help these people balance better, right? To help these young people balance better. And it's going to be a lot from I hear you, I see you, and I understand, and getting across to them that they're being heard, like H-E-A-R-D, heard. And I feel that you're going to really be a big component in that kind of balancing act with them. And it's the people that are around you that are the closest. And it's almost like everybody has kind of disconnected, because we're all having this stuff that we have to deal with and get through with. And so we've kind of disconnected because we're not really sure how to deal with some of this stuff. So you are going to be that connector piece, that balancing piece for many people at this time. So it's kind of what's been on your path, and it's kind of how you're going to be working. Just know that you can always call to that divine energy to come in and assist you, and your guides to assist you when it's needed. And right now, worldwide, for many of us, this is what we're here to do. And this is what I'm being told for you, love. All right, there you go. It's the medicine wheel. And I hope, Monica, I hope that resonates for you. Okay? And thanks for being here as always. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo, doo. Chloe. Okay. All right, let me see. I think I lost. I think I would. Oh, I make holiday catchers. I haven't made catchers in a while. I'm just starting to kind of, Margaret, I'm just starting to get back into doing all that. And I just finished some paintings that I had, and I'm just not sure where else to go. You're welcome, Deb. I'm glad you're doing well. Natalie, that's always good. Now, I know, I thought I saw, and I got you. Well, I don't remember what I said to you, but hopefully I validated what was going on with you. Okay. No, he's off with the kids, Chloe. They used to come in, but we've been doing this for so long that we pop in here and there, but he's busy with the kids. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Isn't that great, Deb? Oh my God. Yeah, the petting zoos. Yeah, my house is a petting zoo. So yeah. Hi, Pamela. Let me pull you a card. My house is a petting zoo. I actually am down to, because all my cats were very old. I had them from 16 to 19 years. And I've lost all of them but my Siamese, and she's going to be 20 in 2024. So, yeah, she's my last one, and then I've got the birds. I would love to get myself another dog, but I can't do it. My physicalities can't allow me to get one because I don't have a yard. I have to take them for walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But honestly, if I could have had a cow and my mom wouldn't have had a cow because I brought a cow home, I would have done it, Deb. All right, here you go. Pamela, your card today is the red fox. Okay. Fox are, fox can teach us a lot of things about life. They are a very good, creature that takes very good care of its young. They work well with their spouses because they work together to take care of the family. And they're very, very patient. I mean, to tell you, the patience that they have to get to the goal is unrelenting. They watch, they don't move, they stay, they don't go. I raised ducks on my farm, and we had a pair of fox that would come in, and they'd literally take turns and they'd swap each other out. Like if one needed a break and needed to get out from the cubs or the den, the other one would come, relieve, and they'd come and they'd wait. They'd wait for the opportunity to pounce and look for how they were going to do it. And okay, so what I'm being shown is actually what happened on my farm. I was like on a hill, and the front of the property was on a hill, and you go down a bit to where I had the ducks and the house was, and they would wait. And when this particular fox decided it was the opportune moment to seize one of my young ducks, and I had 180 of them, so, you know, but they were closely guarded. It came down that hill so fast, and there were 5 of us in different spots along the way to where the ducks were. This fox came and wove itself all the way down through all 5 of us, like running around us and through us and under our legs to get that duck. And I can't blame it because it's a circle of life. But this is what I'm being shown for you. You have to be patient because you're going to have to do some weaving and bobbing around to get to the goal. Like, you've set this goal, you want to attain this goal or whatever this is, but it's going to take some maneuvering to make it happen. But they want you to know, as long as you have patience and figure out exactly what this is and how to get to that goal, you will accomplish it. And just by saying that, like, oh yeah, this fox stood up in the hill and he just, you know, it took planning, it took time, it took patience. And this is what I'm being told for you. You will reach whatever this goal is, but it's going to take some maneuvering and balancing, okay? And once you do, you'll be able to get there. And Pamela, that's what your card relates to today, and that's very interesting for me. And that's the red fox. I hope it resonates for you, but you do, and they just yelled maneuverability. So it's like adapting to the changes so you can maneuver around these obstacles, but you will get to where you need to go. So I hope that resonates for you, and happy holidays. Thanks for coming in today. Appreciate it. Okay, gonna go down a little bit more. I thought David was here. Good, Deb. Good. Okay. You know, sometimes they talk to me and they talk, like today, they're very talkative right now. Hi, Panda Feets. How are you, my dear Lynn? I hope you're well. Oh, he's always working. I swear. That's all he does is work, work, work. Give him my love, though, and tell him I miss him. La, 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 la. Going down. You're very welcome. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Nice to see you here. La, 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 la. You're welcome, Pamela. La, 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 la. Going down. I'm still looking, guys, so just be patient. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, good. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't know any of that about you, but I'll tell you, I worked at Children's Hospital in Detroit for many years, and art was one of the best ways to connect to the patients because they're kids, right? So getting them engaged with it, art therapy is awesome. And I've been an artist all my life, so yeah, I'm 100% behind that. Art therapy is great. Great. Oh, you're very welcome. Happy holidays. All right. Hi. Okay. All right. Thanks, Tony. You take care. That's a lot. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot, Panda. I thought I saw David here. Didn't I see David here? Cookie Monster, is he left? Did he leave? I don't know if he left. I was going to read for him, but if he left, yeah. All right. So, well, it looks like that's everybody today, and I will not be back till after the first of the year doing readings on a schedule. I might just do it periodically and jump in, and I will be on tomorrow with Holly for Spiritually Paranormal, and who knows what we're going to talk about because we go off all over the place, and we'll be there, and that's tomorrow. And then, like I said, I'm putting together right now something for Christmas Eve. I will just follow my page and everything, and you guys will know what's going on as soon as I do. It will be a live thing, and it's also going to be probably it'll run live, but it's not going to be kept because I'm going to have music and a prayer and all kinds of stuff. And you know how these social media is like, oh, you can't use that music. So it will be a live event. But other than that, and also for you guys, just so you know, I am doing a reading special right now. You can book a half-hour reading for $45, and you'll receive my We Are All Related decks while they last. Only in the U.S. though. I can't ship cards over to the UK. The deck originally, it's running $50 for the deck, and to ship it, it usually costs me about $20. So I just, you know, it's a lot, especially at the holidays. So, but yep, make sure you check that out. I'll be posting more about that later. And I think that for now, oh, Jess. Oh, okay. Okay, Jess. Yeah, thanks. I knew he was. I just missed him. Yeah, you know. Oh, well, I love him. All right. So you guys all have a great couple days. And please stop in tomorrow to see Holly and I. And, you know, we're all getting ready for Christmas stuff. So it's all about that. So, all right, guys. I love you all and take care. Many blessings to you all.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.